What we found about high-performing organizations is that they think completely differently about training, and they think about it in three different areas. The first of those is who they're training. They think about the frequency of training, or how often they're training their users, and they think about the different types of training that they're going to offer. When we talk about who they're training, you want to think about the role. So the way you train your sales manager is different than the way that you're going to train a sales user. And you want to think about their individual function. What do they do in the company? So the way that you train someone in service has to be different than the way that you're training someone in sales. Some of it's general that they all get, but those are the differences that you want to consider. Here's one thing that you know about a high-performing organization. They get that the training that you deliver at Go Live is the beginning of the training process, not the end. What happens at Go Live training is you get a good understanding, or you deliver a good understanding of the minimum amount that people need to understand in order to be able to use the software and deliver the outcomes that the business is driving to. But that's not everything. What happens in 3 months, 4 months, when they're doing the minimum and they understand that, and now it's time for them to become productive in the software, to be able to use it to make their lives better? Well, you have to train around that because they have day jobs. How do they learn the new functionality that's been introduced over time? That needs to be delivered to them in a systematic way based on how much experience they have, where they are. And you put that in a different way. Think about what happens now to the guy who's just starting, who wasn't there for the initial training. What often happens in organizations that aren't high performing is that this person gets 10 minutes of training around how to use the menus and how to move fields around, but not the training around the process. And so you begin to lose adoption, number one, and you begin to lose the understanding of what the entire initiative was about and why those things are important. So you want to train across both of those, right? What they get at Go Live, what the new person gets, and how you continually upgrade their training and ability to maximize what they're getting from the software. A high-performing organization is never about an installation. It's always about an initiative. So you know that it's going to be ongoing. And what that means is that there are at least two types of training that they're always going to deliver. The first is going to be the application training. How does the software work? How do I move the menus? How do I complete an opportunity? Whatever that functionality is in the software, you have to train that, and you have to train it well. But the bigger part, and the part that's often lost, is that in almost every CRM initiative that you're rolling out, you are implementing new process. And so it's the perfect opportunity for you to not just train around the application, but also to train around your process, the specifics of why we do what we do. What does it mean when we move from this stage to that stage, and how it's all connected? In most cases, it should be mostly about the process. And then, it also includes the parts of the application that they need to know. It's about an initiative and what you're doing. It's not about the software.